appetit.
Yes, we are online. Nobody there. You see, there are three people there.
Tasty.
So we are at Pacific Coffee,
If we don't charge them.
and we're supposed to be not able to do live streaming here.
Perhaps we just accidentally film it now. It's a little spicy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, nice. Not much, but very tasty.
Oh,
A message from the way.
I think the cover.
Ah,
Let's try. Yeah, this looks good now.
all lines are.
Yes, all lines work. Get back normal. Good.
Very good.
Good. So again, talk about your experience this morning.
It was really very interesting to see.
Right.
Oh.
Let me show the audience. What you see is get back normal of the MTR. I got a message just telling me everything is get back normal. But early this morning, I think Heidi had a bad experience riding the MTR. We have 3+1 major MTR lines were down, which is, you see there's a lot of lines here, but which 3 major? Kuntong line, Island line, and the Chinwan line, they are down. The surface is pretty bad, but not bad as by the time we were after 10 o'clock. If we are going to work at 9 o'clock, at 8 o'clock, 8:30 morning, it would be a chaos for these people, because you see how worry about the people how feel so worried the time, and they are always rushed during the morning session. And if not just we or one have problem, any kind of problem on the any station, it causes a delay anyway.
Took a very long time to get here, but still the Hong Kongese people were very gentle
Yeah.
and calm, and that is what I liked about this experience.
And one thing is, in Hong Kong, when you see a lot of people taking the MTR during the rush hour, everybody either using their phone or they reading newspaper. What I'm telling people, not to bring your phone out of your pocket to read your phone or watch the movie on your phone, because once you're doing this, making what I'm saying is, this would be like when someone next to you and you doing this, you are making small room in that area, and that area is speaking of the car, train itself. So if everybody is doing this gesture instead of doing nothing, it would be 50%. I guess I would say you can save 50% of your area if you're not doing this or reading newspaper.
It can also cause accidents because you don't pay attention to other passengers. And
yes, that's the reason too. But
they totally forget what's going around them. It's not good. But it's the same everywhere, not just in Hong Kong.
But if you've been to Japan during the rush hour, it's more crazy than in Hong Kong. The people have to squeeze, jam into the train itself, because maybe the schedule of each train is longer than in Hong Kong, I believe, so that they have to move inside in order to wait another one coming.
They push them inside.
Yes, you see a lot of videos.
What do they do when they wanna get off the train and don't stand close to the doors? Might be
They
difficult.
try to squeeze inside the small space and shut the door closed. Crazy.
It's crazy.
So luckily we don't have this in Hong Kong.
Yeah, but Hong Kong is constantly growing. More and more people move here.
Yep. And again, I want to say more about the train service. The MTR service is the major public transportation in Hong Kong. But that's any kind other than that is the minor transportation for public. The government is mainly focused on the MTR more than the buses or minibuses or any kind. So this is why if the system is just rely on this train, you put more money invest in the train service, let's say maintenance or number of people. I would say this morning there are lack of people, manpower to fix the problem, right? Because they always cut the budget. But you know what? MTR is the list company, also in the stock exchange. Used to be the only a private sector with a list, but once they move from the private sector to a list company, and the government is one of the stakeholders. They are like 50% owner of the MTR company. What it happens when KCR and MTR is an individual company, when they merge together and they becomes a list company. This is what happened. And whenever in a list company or in the stock exchange, they always claim that they have to respond to the stakeholder. So as a big company like the MTR, they should hire more people, even as a standby mode. They need people to wait for accident or incident like today. It very rare have 3 lines broken down like this morning. 3 + 1, the other one is what I heard from the news is that Cheung Kwan O line without any problem, but Cheung Kwan O lines have to merge with the other 3 lines problem. So they reduce the schedule in order to not many people from Cheung Kwan O move to Hong Kong Island or move to anywhere else. That's why they make they exercise this way. Weird, but that's why they make it.
No good idea.
Not a good idea, but at least they try to, what they say is the crowd control. If Cheung Kwan O line in the normal schedule will be overcrowded at some point at some station in both three of those lines. Chunghwa line, Kuntong line, and also the Island line. So TV, 24 TV, no, 24 Herbs TV. I don't know what's that mean. Hi. Yes, good afternoon, Smiler. Hi. Smiler to you.
Hi.
Yep. Smiler say, is that the string are being pulled from Beijing? They have their puppets running every things in Hong Kong now. Yes. Correct. Agree. So in Facebook this morning, people complain we are going to have the land recommendation outside the land tower. Is speaking of how many billions of dollars? Oh, 1,000 billion. 5,000 billion. But this is not the end. Some people estimate it's over 10,000 billion of dollars Hong Kong to make that landfill. I mean land, a new land.
These are sums beyond my imagination.
Yeah.
Incredible.
And people give the comments is, why don't you put this same money in the public transportation system? Doing well then no.
And start first there where real problems exist already.
Yep. And all the time I repeat my statement is that they are going to move the people off from the city side to the new territories. And only let the rich people in the city rather than just the poor people in the city. There will be more housing coming up, as you can say. The old buildings will be replaced by the new one in the next 10 years. And it would because a lot of people moving out of the city, so they have to rely on the public transportation, going to work from, let's say, from Tin Shui Wai, Tuen Mun, even from where I live in Fenlin, Changsha, they have to go to the city to work.
It's a long way from there.
Let's say today just only 3+1 line, right? What if 5, 6, 7 lines down at the same time? But of course this is really rare and this would not happen, I think. But what if this happened?
Should be better prepared.
Yep. So the government should do a lot of preparation of this. But they're not going to invest this money.
They think about housing. But not about how people get from A to B.
Smiler, I live in Hong Kong. No, you live in Hong Kong, right? Oh. I have been there lots of time, especially Colin. So I fear for the future as Beijing seems to be more and more taking control under influence. What? Noses. Okay. This is called what's the name of this place?
Pacific Coffee Shop?
No, I mean the whole.
Wait.
Yes.
Here you are.
We are at here. Oh, can you see it? I hope you can see it.
I'm German.
So this place used to be a hospital. I think this is more like a psycho hospital, mental disorder hospital here before, I think. Because you went to inside that historic
But it was just a quick walk.
Yes, you have a quick walk. Yes.
Just a quick walk. I didn't want to.
So people, you can go to the Google and search on the web.
Right.
So this place is called. Oops, where is it? Jao Tsung-I Academy.
But you're right. You see?
Yes, there's something down there. Okay, you go to read it.
All.
Yes, yes.
No. The site of Jao Tsung-I Academy has over 100 years of rich and vibrant history. I hope my pronunciation is okay. It was first used as a seaside customs station at the end of the 19th century. In the early 20th century, a British company built living quarters for Chinese laborers on the site. Subsequently, the compound served as a quarantine station, a prison, an infection disease hospital, and a psychiatric rehabilitation center.
Oh, sorry, so it's not for mental. Is it?
Rehabilitation.
Rehabilitation. Okay.
Rehabilitation, sorry. Rehabilitation center. For more than a century, this place has reflected the historical and social changes of Hong Kong. Today, this place takes on a role as a hub for arts and culture promotion, reaching out to different parties to collaborate and enrich the cultural life of the Hong Kong community. So,
yep. Just go to the website, search, Google search.
I think it was established in 1886. Yes, 1887 Kowloon Customs is established. 1904 Chinese laborers' quarters are built. 1920 Lai Chi Kok Prison is established. 1938 the prison is converted into a specialist infectious disease hospital. 1975 the premises serve as a psychiatric hospital. 2000 HA care home is established. 2008 the site is earmarked for revitalization. It's difficult to read now. In the
Don't worry, I just sent the Google Maps to
Revitalizing historic buildings through partnership scheme. 2012 phase 1 of Jao Tsung-I Academy is open to public. Revitalizing historic buildings through partnership scheme. Whatever that is.
Don't worry, I just sent the Google Map. I'll share a link. Oh, okay, Smiler, the Irish. So, Smiler, should we refer you or he or she? She.
Ah, you're Irish. I love Ireland and I like Scotland very much. Been to Scotland very often, but I can refer to Irish as well, to Ireland as well. Nice. Yeah, this place is really cozy, young world. How many miles have you walked? You are a good team. How many miles have you walked? Many miles. Many miles. Good shoes are important. Thank you for saying we are a good team. That's nice. Very kind. Thank you.
So who will be the next teammate? I'm looking forward to have my second teammate.
Right.
Next month? Whatever. Anytime. So if you come to Hong Kong, let me know.
Because I'm about to leave by Wednesday next week, so he needs a new assistant till I return.
Yep, I will be myself again. But I think I would be more likely do the GoPro video instead of live streaming. So, because I know people waiting for the GoPro image, the quality of the GoPro rather than just the live stream. Because I know the quality is not that good so far, but good enough than last year already. At least you can look at what we show you to look at, otherwise it would be so blur in last year. But I will try another approach to make the live stream better, but I don't know. This matter of fact is money and time. I have to find a better way to get the live stream quality higher. Also, I have to buy a computer for my 4K image. But I'm not going to have 4K right now, but someone asked me to do a short clips for the 4K, but I tried later. Yeah, maybe very short, every 5 minutes. Because people may not understand the size, the file size of the 4K is so big than the 2K high resolution. It's 4 times. So what I'm saying is I make 1 hour GoPro in HD high resolution, which is 2K, is only 10 gigs. But what if I go to make 1 hour of 4K, is talking about 40 gigs, 40. Yep. So Plum, how did you meet to film HKM? The Hong Kong map? That's who.
How did you meet to film Hong Kong map? You mean how we met?
Is it the questions?
I think so. Well, I was watching Hong Kong map.
How long?
For about
a year.
About a year, right? Okay. And more frequently in the past month even. Because I'm a Hong Kong addicted. I've been here many times since 2004. And when I watched Dennis films,
my channel stopped at 2009.
2009, it was later, right?
Yes. 4 years later, yes.
And at first I got homesick for Hong Kong when I watched his films, but later something changed and I just let it happen and noticed they take me to Hong Kong when I'm not there and comfort me.
Okay.
So
my videos do help you a lot.
Help me a lot because you're just walking streets, you know, you're not just like rushing from hotel to
no music, no editing, just painting,
just
a footage of video.
Original sounds and ordinary streets. I don't know if this is the right expression to say ordinary, but just walking the streets. It's not about landmarks and touristy spots at all. And that is actually the kind of work I've always liked doing myself in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
So I felt like being in Hong Kong with his help, and then we chatted, and we noticed I'm about to return to Hong Kong.
Talking on the comments online, asked Heidi, if you come to Hong Kong, let me know, and she did.
And I did let him know, and then...
Oh, Smarter is saying she, right? Or he is coming to Hong Kong in next March.
Next March.
I will be back in Hong Kong next March. Here. Oops. Yes, 4K size is huge. Yes. As long as you're not going to make a storage, it won't be that much. But if you're going to save your file for, let's say, for a month long, a year long, you need a bigger size of hard drive. Other than that, 2K won't that much for me. But I usually just save for 1 month, even for my 2K image. Yeah. Because I usually take not 1 hour for single trip, more than that, right? So 1 hour's 10 gigs, 10 hours, 100 gigs, and you try to make that multiply. So how many gigs? No, how many T of hard drive should I have? Not 2, 3, 4, 5. Even though you gave me 100 T, I was just finished in 1 month already. Yes.
He's a he.
Oh, okay. So good to know you are he.
Right, that's how I feel about it too.
Well, but the problem of live streaming is not that good quality so far in my channel. That's why I'm still finding a way to get better. Like I see a lot of people doing the live streaming, but they're doing very well. Again, I refer a Japanese guy. He does very well for that. But I learned from his channel that he uses a bulky equipment with him. So that's why he can provide a good image for the live streaming.
Okay, he carries around many kilos.
Because I just use a cell phone other than any kind of equipment. So this is the problem with the cell phone. Cannot provide a higher image. Yes, because the phone, just like the computer, cannot encode or decode the image that fast. Because the Japanese guy, he has to buy a box, the size of the box like this, in order to have the image encoding before send out as a signal. That's the reason why.
He carries a lot. But I must say, your recorded videos give me the same feeling to be actually in Hong Kong. So I like both. I like it to hear you talking and your comments. I love them very much. I would also love them on recorded videos, but I'm also enjoying just walking without distractions.
Right. So
both.
I might be planning like doing both.
Both is good.
Yes.
So everyone
is
happy.
Yeah. So recording video is necessary at some time because it got a better image. Live streaming is just for a interactive for the audience.
To get to know
like
the audience.
To you now. Yes. But recording video can be like a better documentary video for the future. Yep. Because I don't make any comments on that, rarely, but I try not to. But live streaming is just like the guy early in my part 1 was called what? Family Stuff. That guy asked me to shut up. So this is another practice way is whether I should talk or not talk in my life streaming.
I mean, he was. It wasn't the only thing he was writing. He was rude, so I wouldn't pay attention to what he says. It's not important what he thinks.
And I just stopped him to comment in 2 minutes. You see, I have that control, right? I just shut up for 2 minutes. You need 2 minutes.
Ban him.
That him.
Ban him.
That him. So Plum said, excellent description and sharing. Heidi just walking, exploring and Hong Kong history. Got me and my sister watching Hong Kong map. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you very much for your kind words. Thank you.
Okay, we should start our walk in this place.
You could fill some water in here, so it's full again.
Oh, but would be not a good practice to dilute the taste.
Just an idea. One of my famous ideas.
So sorry about my shaky.
We're so lucky because it's not raining. They said it might be thunderstorms.
Don't say it's not raining.
Oh,
you see the
knock on wood 3 times.
Yes.
Won't be
Yep.
raining. So
well, the weather forecast. Well, we got raining this morning already, but the weather forecast supposed saying raining today and as well as tomorrow. But early we got a rain this morning. Okay, remind me one thing. I should check my weather forecast.
okay, now
Yes. There you go. Right, so shall we
yes.
start the walk? Weather forecast.
Oh, my bag is so heavy. Although it's empty. So what's up?
Weather. The radar. So seems to me it's so clear.
Wow.
No cloud.
No clouds at all. Look.
Yes. So we are lucky now. Yep. But early time this morning we got raining. Okay. Yes, no rain. Early this morning it was raining
6 a.m.
in my area.
Mine too.
Okay.
Downtown.
Yep.
So all over Hong Kong.
Yes, almost over
Almost.
Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Alright.
All right. Do they pick it up?
We should bring it to that. Otherwise the gentleman
I just don't see a...
okay, let me
okay.
Even there's more room for the back.
It's okay?
Yep. Alright, so this is the place. Wow, you see
Wow.
it's getting dark and dark.
Please don't.
No worry, we have umbrella.
We have umbrella, right?
Okay, where should we go now? We just walk on this place first, and then explore on the top.
I love exploring.
Yes, I think there are more activities during the weekend. So this is another restaurant. Let's try that way. Okay, we have a map here. So we are in this area. We were here from the entrance. We take the lift all the way up here, and then there's one more section here, which is that way. So it seems like the weekday they're not open the facility well.
So peaceful. Right in the middle of all.
Yep. So no entrance. There's a toilet here. Do we need to go to? Not yet? Okay, later.
But maybe I should.
So I'll wait you here. Okay, welcome back, KP. This is the tea house. You want to go in to take a look? Quick look? Just a quick look. Nothing happened?
We've got some basic tables and chairs.
Okay. Okay, this is Pacific Coffee again. So we are going this way.
There's a lodge.
This is more like the, oh okay. This is the, you can call a motel.
Mm-hmm.
You can pay for a night staying here.
As long as the lift is working. Carrying a suitcase up there. These are 2 months.
Oh, they do have a lift there. You see?
Ah.
Got a lift here. On the top of the hill, Garden Hill.
Not exactly.
Yep. Because we haven't in the upper higher place, we just a mid-level.
Mm-hmm.
So this is Mayfu Estate. Is, if I remember right, if I'm not wrong, talking about, you know how many buildings of those? 99 buildings.
99.
Yes, if I'm right.
Wow.
I hope I'm not wrong. Speaking of 99 buildings in one private housing.
Oh dear.
So imagine how big. Okay, so we move fast because I feel some raining coming.
I think the only cloud is exactly above us.
Yep. So ready to take your umbrella now.
Right.
So we go further up. Okay, this is much better. So further we go up, the better view we have. like an umbrella? Okay. I have a big umbrella of my backpack.
Yeah. An automatic.
Right, so seems like this is the place. I think this is the motel. You see the typhoon? Trees are gone. Okay, we're looking at Mayfu. Oops, cleaning. Have you taken the picture already? Oh, good. Okay, raining is coming anyway. So I might be changed to a GoPro. Where we are now? have something here? Oh, they have a tour, but in Cantonese. You want to have a quick look? Because I believe I'm not able to walk inside the video. Yes, usually.
Maybe
So-
without flashlight you may?
Hmm?
If you're not using flashlight?
Not because I'm video.
Oh,
I'm not
alright.
taking photo. So this is the exhibition. I think I'm not being allowed video in here. So go ahead, have a quick walk by yourself. Yes. Selling books.
Many Chinese characters and how to paint them.
Oh,
What do
okay.
you say to draw? What to write them?
There's a word called the it's called graphy, something graphy,
You mean calligraphy?
calligraphy. Yes, you're right. So it is closed Monday. So if we were here yesterday, it would closed. First floor, we just walk in here. Okay, that's just the place. Yes, we should take the umbrella now. Thank you. Right? Oh, I need to open it. Don't worry, I use mine. Good enough. But the funny thing is the entrance is so small, right? This is the main entrance. So we cross here, cross the road here, and the magic button. There you go. There you go. So we walk to Mei Fu. Let's do it. So what do you think of this place? Is it worth to come?
It is worth to come. It is worth to come.
Just come for lunch.
And it's a nice area, you know, because middle of all the chaos. A nice place to relax. And different from other heritage sites I've seen.
Nice. So we're going to take the foot bridge system. Let's see, there's a, oops, sorry. Because I see there's some way to get down the ground. Walk on this footbridge, but how stupid the opening is here. Well, this is more like for the people, disabled people, easy to access. Right. There you go. You walk that way. Can you hold it for me? Thank you. new footbridge system. Connect from the station all the way on the side there, the opposite way.
It's very safe for our passengers.
Yep.
A lot of
because in the old time when we walk on the ground floor, it's all by traffic, so it's not a good practice to walk on the ground because the sidewalk is narrow. And this is not the main reason. Let me show you. There's some light building there. Slowly, until you can show the people that story high. The one over there. This is another private housing, which is really expensive though. So this is built, the footbridge is mainly for them. If they want to connect from there to the MTR, they have to walk on this bridge easily. The other option, they have to walk on the ground. Of course, they don't have to come all the way here. The other option is there a way from there on the ground floor. Right, but this is, I think this is the reason why I make this footbridge. It's mainly for them. Because it's all the way to right and hit the whole complex. So Meifu is here, and this is not Meifu, this is another complex. It's called the, what's the name? Manhattan. Called the Manhattan private housing. They give a good name for that. Yep. Okay, thank you. So you see both sides. This is Meifu, because they have different phases. They are not just complete in single year. They have complete over 10 years. So there are different phases when they build from one to another one.
It's getting very close.
Yep. So we better walk here. Okay, let's see, because either way is the whole Meifu complex, because the size is quite big. So I'm just going to have a quick walk for you instead of all the way walking around here.
Yeah.
Okay, so we go there, across the road. So you see the MTR here. This is the MTR. So this is the playground for the people living here.
You know, it's nice. There's always good infrastructure.
Right, but if you look at the price of living here, I'm looking for the property agents around here.
I
So
think
that
I
you
saw
is.
one outside.
Oh really? Oh, too
I
late.
think so.
Yes.
I think so.
So this is how they have the playground on this is not the ground level. This is already above, so that they have the business, they have the shops right downstairs, and they build this. When they build this estate, they just try to make a town. They have all the daily, they can buy the daily stuff here. They don't have to go all the way to Kowloon. So this is where they come up with this design, is they can sustain in this community.
Very nice.
Yep. Well, it's raining, so that would be not able me to take a long live streaming. Maybe I have to switch to the GoPro. So you see the people living, but this complex or this building here are talking about over 50 years old too. Can you imagine?
No.
Yep.
Oh, I thought they were young, huh?
Yep. Even older than my age. But put this way, what you see mostly when you compare even the private sector, the first floor, they would most likely to have higher than the now here. They would moving to the fourth, fifth floor before they say this is the first floor. But this is the old design, a typical old design. They just right next, one floor above. So you can tell first floor and then all the way up is quite near on the playground, right? But the new design, if you look at the new private sector, all up high first, and then say this is the first floor. In the Sam Triple, remember? They all try to make it higher before say anything. But of course, they can have a garage there. They can have other facility before saying this, like the cup house, whatever. And then start from first floor, second